Walla Walla is a special place here in Washington. With so many amazing vineyards and fantastic wines, it's a destination for wine lovers around the country. But before wine, Walla Walla had a rich and important history.
Agriculture is the center of life in this community.
Mike Denny is a former president of the Fort Walla Walla Museum Board. He loves the rich history of Walla Walla agriculture. And in this town, you can't talk about farming without mentioning the Walla Walla sweet onions.
The gentleman that brought onions to this valley, which made this valley very famous, actually picked up onion starts from Sicily. He was on his way to America, and he thought, I'm gonna grab some of those onion starts. And he came here and planted them, and lo and behold, they grew into these huge onions, and they were sweet. They started selling like mad, and it was like, whoa, give us some starts. And before it was all over, there were 92 Italian onion farms here. Yes.
Now Mike is taking me around the museum grounds.
So these are original structures that were brought here and set up for the museum. This was a nice place in the early 19th century.
Yeah, it looks very roomy in here, actually.
Yeah. So this is the blacksmith shop, and this was the center of repair for every farm. In the early 20th century, they were still using blacksmith shops for horseshoes and all kinds of ox shoes and mule shoes. They all had different shoes. So this is a display garden to showcase what is growing in the Walla Walla Valley for visiting students and visitors. These are the onions that were brought from Sicily.
Oh, okay.
These are Walla Walla sweet onions.
Okay.
You can eat them like an apple.
My daddy used to eat them like an apple. I remember my sister and I would just sit there and go, ooh, gross.
Yeah, an onion. Ooh.
But I love them. I love them grilled.
Great sandwich onions.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Today, Walla Walla's claim to fame is wine. That's why Kristi is talking with Kate Derby, winemaker at Spring Valley Vineyard. As one of the first vineyards in the region, they have a long legacy of wine in the valley. But they didn't start that way.
My great-great-grandfather, Uriah, is the one who homesteaded out here in the late 1800s. They did dryland wheat farming. My grandparents got to the point when they were running it, and they said, what else can we add to this property that will make our grandkids and their kids and more generations not want to sell it?
The answer came in the form of wine grapes.
Papa was like, well, let's just see what happens. First year it grew. Second year we were starting to sell to local Walla Walla wineries. They kept wanting us to plant more. We planted 45 acres of grapes, and they were getting really high acclaim. And so we were like, maybe we should try making this wine. It was really because of my grandparents saying, what else can we do to keep this in the family? Walla Walla has come so far. Growing up, you could park on Main Street and walk down the middle of it. I mean, there were maybe 2-3 cars. I loved Walla Walla then, but the fact that Walla Walla has embraced this new to us industry, but kept the character that Walla Walla has always been, it is so fun to see, and it's really fun to be a part of.